Hi, you're watching The Mainstream. I am Simran Shivalkar, your host for today, and we are at the Mumbai edition of Emerge Tech, the Multicity Roadshow, brought to you by The Mainstream. I have with me Mr. Pravin Savant. He's the Group CTO for one of the leading media organizations in the country. Mr. Savant, firstly, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Fantastic. If you could first tell us, or let's lead with your experience first, how has it been so far?
I think it has been an outstanding experience, and it's been a while that I have attended an event due to multiple professional reasons. But I'm so happy I could make it today because the entire content, the flow, and also the kind of moderation, the kind of the controlled environment with which, and the quality of content. I think it was a fascinating experience, and I'm really happy and extremely impressed. And I'm not surprised that you've grown from 8 cities to 11 cities and growing international. So I'm very much looking forward to be completely associated with the platform and also keep learning from the team here.
Wonderful, and thank you so much, Mr. Savant, for your kind words. Next, I understand you've been heading the technology vertical for one of the leading media organizations. How has it been in terms of any pressing challenges that you can perhaps address today?
Yeah, I think if I had to start listing the pressing challenges, obviously it will take a lot of time. So I'll only select the top few.
Sure.
I think one of the most pressing challenge for us has been the increasing threats and risk.
Correct.
Okay, which are originating from the awareness part of it, because we have very strong IT infrastructure, very robust controls and compliance measures. So as far as the infrastructure and the setup is concerned, we do believe we are well protected, or we are doing what best we can do amongst the best in the world. I think the challenge also comes from the awareness part, wherein there are phishing attacks, the smishing attacks, and so on and so forth. And that is where one was trying to actually, in events like this, that is where you get to network, you get to see what's happening there in the industry, what are the trends. So again, to refer back to today's experience, I think I was impressed with two takeaways. One, of course, we had advocate Khushbu, she enlightening about the TPDP Act.
Right.
I think it was very important for us to know, even as a corporate or even as an individual. And also when Mr. Joshi talked about the government efforts.
Right.
So when I put all these together and then network with the peers and understand what are their common pain points and then link it to the solutions from the partners, I think it makes a very, very balanced perspective. So again, to answer your questions, of course, one is that the social awareness part, which is a challenge. Then of course, we are increasing our footprint in the digital environment.
Right.
Of course, we want to make sure that it remains ESG compliant also.
Right.
Okay, which is a growing need. And then of course, because of the other technical risk, we want to make sure that we remain fully compliant, because all the rules, like we talk about DPDP Act, then there are different countries, where we serve. There are different regulations which are coming. We need to be always in line and ready, because in India also, just a couple of years back, there was this Backup Control Act where it necessitated all the data to be replicated in India.
Correct.
So we had to practically work no time and make all the setup ready. So some of these things which keeps everybody on toes. But I think the events like these, where from others that they are also having gone through the similar challenges,
yes,
and there is a learning opportunity.
Correct.
Also. And plus the partners, sometimes we tend to look at partners with a kind of, I would say, with a pinch of salt once they come into the sales overdrive. But in events like this, when there is a proper booth and the senior person comes and presents and gives an overview, I think that is a better way of understanding the technology than getting into a hard sales pitch.
Absolutely. I think it gives a better clarity in terms of what solutions are being provided rather than being pitched upfrontly.
Because it generally goes into spam
if
it is pitching.
Right. But nevertheless, thank you so much, Mr. Savant, for joining me today and being so elaborative about your experience and also throwing light on some of the key aspects when it comes to the overall tech and the security part of, organizations like yours. And while we conclude, I look forward to connect back with you again.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure. And here is wishing the platform all the very best. I think it has been one of the best experiences in recent times, and I'm looking forward to be staying connected.
Thank you so much, and likewise. Thank you.